Hello everyone. Today let us know about the project online auction. Let us copy the zipped file online auction and let us paste it in XAMPP in htdocs. Let us paste the file here. We can see that the file is being copied. Now let's extract this file. We can see that the file is being extracting and this might take some time. Once the file is extracted, we can see the folder online auction and we can see inside the folder database backup, PPT presentation, project documentation and source code. In database backup, we can see the database, and in PPT presentation the PPT of the project and the project documentation contains all the documents related to the project, and source code will contain the PHP file or PHP code that is required to execute the program. Now let us start our XAMPP control panel. So in XAMPP control panel, we must start Apache and MySQL server, and we can see that Apache and MySQL server is running. Now let us open the browser. In the browser, we have to type localhost php myadmin. This is to open the database. This is the database server, that is MySQL server. Clicking on databases, we can create the database. Since our project is online auction, let's create the database with the name online auction. Clicking on create, the database will be created. Now let us import the database which we already have. Click on choose file. And we know that our database is present in XAMPP inside the htdocs folder. In online auction, and in the database backup we have the SQL file online auction. So on clicking on go, the file will be imported and this might take some time. Once the file is imported, you can see all the structure of the database, all the tables present in the database and all the data if there is any. Now let us execute our project. Let us open our project. That is, to open the project, we must first what we have to do. We have the folder online auction and source code is inside the folder online auction. So let us rename the online auction as online auction docs. Now let us copy the source code folder and let's paste it in htdocs. Once the source code folder is pasted, let's rename it as online auction. This is because all the files which are in htdocs can be directly accessed through the browser. For that case, we rename it as online auction. So now all the PHP files are present in the folder online auction. Now let's go to our browser. So in the browser, we have to type as localhost / online auction. We can see the homepage of our project, that is online auction. So we can see various latest auctions, featured auctions, upcoming auctions, closing auctions, and online auction. This is a website where participant can bid for the products, and this project holds online auctions of various products on a website and serves sellers and bidders accordingly. This system is designed to allow users to set up their products for auctions and bidders to register and bid for various products available for bidding. We can see various that is about the project, about the records, and about the contact information of the project. In the home page we can see latest auctions, featured auctions, upcoming auctions, closing auctions, closed auctions, reverse bid. Latest auctions will have all the products put for the auctions. In featured auctions, this will display the products which has highest bid. Upcoming auctions, this will display the products which is available for auction for the upcoming days. And in closing auctions we can see the products which is going to close today. And in the closed auction, here you can see the products which is in expiry date, which all the expired products can be viewed in closed auctions. Reverse bid. A reverse bid is similar to a unique bid auction because the basic principle remains the same. However, a unique bid auction follows the traditional auction format more closely, as each bid is kept confidential and one clear winner is defined after the auction finishes. So this was about all the features of the online auction project. Here the admin can log in and the customers as well as the employees can log in. The customer must register and then must log into the portal, and to bid the customer must register and then log into the portal. Now let us log in as admin. Admin can log in by mentioning their login ID and password. As the admin logs in, admin dashboard is available, which includes all the record informations. Under users in add staff, admin can add the staffs, and in view staffs, admin can view various staffs. In view customers, admin can view the customers registered for the portal. He can also edit and delete the customers. In my account, in my profile, admin can update their profile, and admin can also change their password in change password by mentioning old, new and confirm password. In auction settings, admin can add the categories, that is by mentioning the category name. Here the admin must enter the category icon, that is the image of the category, and description and status also of the category must be mentioned. Here we have given the category name as television and category icon and description is added, and status must be selected as active. On clicking on submit, category will be added. In view category, all the various added categories can be viewed. Admin can also edit and delete the categories. Once the admin logs out, the control is redirected to the home page. The customer must register before logging in. The customer must mention their name, email ID, mobile number, password and confirm password to register to the website. Once the customer registers successfully, they can log in by mentioning their email ID or mobile number and the password. Once the customer logs in, the customer panel is available, and in profile, customer can update their profile by mentioning their personal details such as address, state, city, landmark, PIN code and phone number. The customers can also update their profile password by mentioning the old, new and confirm password. The customers can add the products for the auction by selecting the category in which they want to add the products. Once the category is selected, they must enter the product name, the description about the product. So description can be all the features of the products they are going to put for the auction. After product description, product image must be uploaded. In product description, the characteristics and the features of the product must be added. Once the image is uploaded, the starting bid amount must be entered and then the actual cost of the product, the start date of the bid and the start time, then ending bid date and ending time must be mentioned. Then the product delivery, that is within how many days the product will be delivered, and the company name must be mentioned. And on clicking on submit, billing form is available in which the payment must be done, that is a minimum charge is 100 rupees. Payment type can be credit card or debit card, and in the payment type the card holder name, card number, expiry date of the card and CVV number of the card must be mentioned. On clicking on make payment, payment will be made successfully and the bill will be generated. This bill can also be printed. In latest auctions, we can view the products which are recently put for auction, and the product which we added now can be viewed in the latest auctions. On clicking on the product information can be viewed. The person who have added the product cannot bid for the product Now let's log out from this customer. Now let us log in with another customer. The customer must mention their mobile number or email ID and password. On mentioning mobile number or email ID and password, the customer can log in. And before bidding, the customer must have some balance in their account. If the customer doesn't have a balance, then they must deposit the balance. So let's deposit. That is by mentioning the deposit amount, card type, card holder name, card number, CVV number and expire date of the card. On clicking on make payment, the amount will be deposited successfully. And once the amount is deposited, we can see in the balance that the amount is available. And now from latest auctions, the customer can bid for the product. We can see the current bid amount and the bid amount the customer is going to enter. The customer can enter the bid amount, and on clicking on bid now, the amount will be debited from his account, and that is 10% of the amount will be debited. In chat with the seller, here the customer can chat with the seller, that is who have put the product for auction. And here the customer can ask their queries. Let us log out. Now let's log in as one more customer who wishes to bid for the product. That is by mentioning their email ID and their password. From latest auctions, the customer can view the various products which are put for auction and can click on the product. By knowing the product description and the previous added bid, the person can add the bid amount. On clicking on bid now, the amount will be added. The person's name will be added under bidders list. Let's log out. Now let us log in as another customer. The customer who bids the highest will win the bid and win the product. This customer can view all the products which are there for auction and can choose the product on which they want to bid. And the person can view the previously added bid, that is 55 rupees is added previously, and the person can add the bid amount more than the previously added bid to win the bid. Till now the highest amount is rupees 75. If any other person bids more than the amount which is already bid, then that person will win the bid. So we have logged in as one more customer. the customer can view the current bid amount, that is 75. The customer bids the amount 100 and under bidders list, the customer can view the various amounts bid by various other customers, and we know that the one who bids highest will win the bid. Let's log out. We know that while adding the bid or while adding the product, we had added the start time and end time of the bid. So to stop the bid or to close the bid, we must end the ending bid date. So to close the bid, now what we can do? Let us change the end date time in the database to current date. On modifying it to current date or current time, the bid will be closed and then we can view the winners of the bid. Now let us log in as the customer who had made the highest bid by mentioning the customer's name, email ID and password. By mentioning customer's email ID and password, the customer can log in, and in view my bid, under my bid, here the customer can view various products on which they have bid, and in winning bid, the customer can view the bids they have won, and here on clicking on view product, the products can be viewed, and on clicking on view winning bid, the customer must enter the details and must make the payment. Here the customer must mention their address, state, city, landmark, pin code, and the customer must also upload their image. Under payment type, the card type, card holder name, card number, CVV number, expiry date, must be entered and the payment must be made. That is, the highest bid was 100 and 100 rupees was paid, and the customer can view the payment receipt. In view transactions, the customer can view the various biddings they have done and the various amounts what and all they have done. Now let us log out from the winning customer. Let us log in as admin. Admin must log in by mentioning their login ID and password. Once the admin logs in, under reverse product, admin can add the product, and to add the product, admin must select the category, and on selecting the category, the product name, product description, the product description must include various features and characteristics of the product, and the product image. Here the image of the product must be uploaded. Then the actual cost of the product, and the start date, start time, end date and end time must be mentioned, and the product delivery and company name must be mentioned. Under view product, admin can view the various reverse bid products. Admin can also edit and delete the products. Let's log out as admin. And now let us log in as customer to bid for the reverse bid. The customer must mention their email ID and password. In reverse bid, the customer can view the various products which are put for auction under reverse bid. On clicking on the product, the customer can bid for the product. On clicking on bid now, the amount will be, or the bid will be added. Let us log out as one customer and let's log in as the new customer. Even this customer, on clicking on reverse bid, can view the number of bids and can enter the bid amount. The specialty in reverse bid is that the one who bids the less amount and the one who makes the unique bid will win the bid or win the auction. And here the other customers will be unaware of the bidders. That is, what is the amount the other customers or other bidders have bid. The new customer who is going to bid will not be knowing about it. For example, the previous person have bid 15 rupees, but the person who is bidding now is unaware of the amount bid by the previous person. Let's log in as one more customer by mentioning email ID and password. So this person enters the bid amount 35 and clicks on bid now. Under bidders list, the person can view the names of various bidders, but he cannot view the amount what they have added. Let us log out as this customer. Let us now log in as admin. Admin can log in by mentioning their login ID and password. Admin is the one who manages the entire activities of the website. Under billing report, under current bidding, all the items which are for auction currently can be viewed by the admin. And in closed bidding, all the expired biddings can be viewed along with the winners of the product. And in view winners, separately the winners can be viewed, and the items what they have won or the products what they have won can also be viewed. Under view billing, various billings can be viewed, and under customer report, various customers who have been registered to the website can be viewed by the admin. In view messages, the messages sent to the portal by the various customers or various viewers can be viewed, and in view payment, the various payments made or the various biddings made by the customers can be viewed with the details. In view product, the various products which are put for auction can be viewed. The admin can also edit and delete the details. Let's log out from admin. So this was all about the project online auction, which is where the customers can bid and purchase the products. Thank you for watching.